That never feels too good. Still kind of want to be in the same-ish part of town. Just, I'm not going to start in that cave. You just found out no school tomorrow? Good shit. What's the occasion for no school? But yeah, no, I would appreciate if we're talking about blind dying and crappy insulin. I'd very much appreciate that you take this out of my chat, Freskins. That's my second time saying that. Take it into DMs if you would like to continue discussing this subject, because it makes me very uncomfortable. I don't understand why this is so difficult for you and Patchwork to understand. You know what? I'm just going to start purging people that continue with this discussion. I just don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. Like, it's not so difficult for you to listen, but clearly it is. I don't want to talk about it. Okay? Can we get a round of beers to reset everything, chat? Neither of you are in trouble. I just don't want to see it. To be clear. Think about it from my perspective a little bit. Just think about it from my perspective. All right, so I'm not going to do any crazy warriors. I think we'll just do a goblin. Because there's goblins literally everywhere here. Oh, it could be a crow person. Or a dingoman. Nah. Mountain goat, man. The elves have mountain goat people? Good lord, that's a lot of intelligent wilderness creatures. Where did the goblins go? Goblin. I kind of want to be a Gorlak. The Gorlaks have such a small spot. I mean, you can try it by trying it, just like you try any other mode. My 3 plants doing? I have 14 plants. I don't know what you're talking about. And they're all doing fine. My peace lily's flowering. It's got 6 flowers coming out of it, which are all lovely. Gray Langerman. Bet you'd be a good thief. Man, I really wanted to try and be that Hand of Hism. Alright, let's just be a goblin. I'm wondering if it's just that particular spot. We're gonna join the Scalded Books. There isn't a... It's kind of disappointing, because I really wish I knew where that fortress was. I don't think that these guys are in... Ooh, actually. You missed the plant acquisitions? Yeah. No, I've got 2 philodendrons. 1, 2, 3, 4 snake plants. A draconis. A peace lily. And a bunch of ivy. But yeah, there's a lot of necromancer experiments in this world, which is cool. Earth Ravens is a dwarven fortress. Home to some dozens live there. The place is controlled by the Palace of Biting, the Metal of Amusement, the Glaze of Flags, the Rhyming Rags. I wonder if that was an intentional rhyme, Dayfort. Galley of Drinks sounds like a nice place. Oh, I mean, not... My previous fortress, I don't have a fortress in this faction. And I'd have to abort to go back to this to one of the ones that have. Oh, I mean... Looking for my previous fortress would require me selecting the Moral Paddle, for example, which would be... Heat Falls, this one. This is my previous fortress from the other day. Which means we could totally just go to Heat Falls and head out from there. What site am I planning to mountain to again? Mountain Lustrious. Which I'm not sure where it is on the map, so I need to ask somebody for directions. Well, I am not you, Armin. The problem is I get sidetracked quickly. So I guarantee you I will not actually make it to my goal. I will get sidetracked by something. I've also got the wiki up, so I'm glancing at the wiki. When you're doing shit around the house, yeah, you get sidetracked, exactly. I mean, I could totally start here and ask around about Mountain Lustrious. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do it that way. Goblins need to eat, right? Or do goblins not need to eat? Why am I blanking on whether or not goblins need to eat? I don't think they need to sleep, though. Because they're immortal. Weird questions that get asked while playing TF. Vaulted, what's up, man? Almost a year. Almost a whole goddamn year.
Oh, baby, 11 months.
It's going all right, man. It's going all right. Doing okay. I just finished setting up an adventurer, and then the game crashed, which I'm not super thrilled about. But, you know, it is what it is. I thought that they didn't need to sleep in fortress mode, though. No food or drink. Okay. I don't believe I've ever actually seen a goblin sleep in fortress mode. But good to know. But yeah, no, I'm doing all right, Faulted. I had a rough time sleeping last night, but aside from that, I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Not needing to eat's gonna make my life a lot easier, though. I guess I'm a boyer. Goblin hero. Strength, agility, toughness, endurance, willpower, creativity. I really like musical. For your first ever attempt at adventure mode, well, you have fun. Why not just use another world? I like keeping stuff all in one world, because then you get to know the world better. It makes choosing a faction easier, for example. Should make this goblin really good at dancing. There we go. Putting a bunch of points into dancing. Actually, I think I know why the game crashed. Because there was no description here. So her name is Zon Ducimtabar. Zon Ducimtabar. A goblin. Her hair is extremely long. Her nose is incredibly upturned. Her slightly sunken red eyes are close set. She has a round chin and her teeth are crowded. Her somewhat short head is narrow. Her somewhat tall ears are slightly flattened. Her eyebrows are short. Her eyelashes are short. Her hair is lavender and her skin is dark green. She personally believes that a peaceful and ordered society without deceit is best, finds the pursuit of skill mastery off-putting, finds leisure time wasteful, and does not care about family one way or another, and dreams of creating a great work of art. She is not the type to fall in love or even develop positive feelings. Accepts favors without developing a sense of obligation, preferring to act as the current situation demands. Does not generally respond to emotional appeals and is always tense and jittery. Is not particularly interested in what others think of her, and she is quick to anger. She can occasionally lose focus on the matter of hand and likes to brawl. Generally acts impartially, is rarely moved to mercy, and does not go out of her way to help others. She is a little wasteful when working on projects, and she is quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture. She generally is quite confident in her abilities when undertaking specific ventures, and is quick to form negative views about things. Doesn't tend to hold on to grievances, and likes to take it easy. Occasionally overindulges, and tries to keep her things orderly. Rarely happy or enthusiastic, and is conflicted by this, as she values parties and merrymaking in the abstract, and rarely feels discouraged. Yeah, but I remember reading something about there being bugs with experiments causing the game to crash in adventure mode. I remember reading about that. I might be going crazy, but I remember reading about that. All right. You can have goblins since forever, but also, yes, we're playing adventure mode. Goblins have been able to join your fort for a very, 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 very long time. They just show up as visitors and then ask to join, and then you say yes. Because who doesn't want to have a couple green boys in your fort? I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to have a couple green boys in your fort? I'm just going to bring a couple bolts with me, I think. Well, that'll be enough. And for pets, we'll bring a cat. And then we could bring something for us to ride. Although I don't have any points in riding. I could bring an alpaca. Too many points, though. Being attacked and attacking? Well, you can definitely have them. Let's bring a dog rather than a cat. We'll bring a dog and a duckling. Although I'll need to figure out how to pick up the duckling because I have no idea how to do that. Chat, you're going to have to help me with hotkeys. I hope you realize this. I'm literally doing this because enough of you have complained that I don't play adventure mode very often that I just started or decided to just say screw it, playing adventure mode. So this is up to you guys. You better enjoy this. Damn it. We are embarking on Heat Falls. Let's see if it works this time. Ah, there we go. You finally got your equipment together, such as it is. Now it is time for action and adventure. In the rush of excitement, you've forgotten where you are going. Foolhardily, Soul might try to rescue the children that have been kidnapped. Perhaps some of your friends have ideas. Children have been kidnapped? That sounds intriguing. A quest, perhaps? If anybody wants to follow along, I'm building a document. Link can be found via the Dayfort doc. Press question mark for help. Oh, we're going to need that. Is that... Here we have Aerith. I think that's my duck. And there's Obok, my dog. Now's where I need the hotkeys list. We'll see you when we see you, Faulted. Thanks for swinging by, and thanks for the resub. Depends on what you're making out of copper or silver. I don't think that command works in Whispers, Ermin. There we go. And now I have hotkeys. Ha! Battle axe? Silver. You want an axe to be heavy, right? Actually trying to remember where the entrance to this fort was. It might actually be... kind of over this. Yeah, it's up here. Because there's a volcano right here. Is it right here? Or was it up a few layers? I think it was up a few layers. Ah. Did I miss it? Yes, I did. The entrance is actually down this way. Hopefully they didn't close the door. It's like there's the spot where I've like smoothed it, or where I smoothed it. I'm not hearing any voices inside though. I mean, I've played a lot of roguelikes, IDZ, and the the hotkeys of adventure mode always trip me up. Like, they're not even particularly logical by roguelike standards. Ah, I think I found it. There it is. Nope, I missed it. Nope. Where actually am I? I thought I knew where I was. Apparently I did a good job hiding the front door to my fort. Let's see if I can find the volcano. If I can find the volcano, then I can center myself. I want to say the volcano's at the top of this. But it's not, so... You can climb, you can jump, you can do most things that a dwarf could do, or any character could do in normal DF in adventure mode. So anything that you see them doing, you can do that. You could even like build the beginnings of a fortress and then settle on that fortress. You sort of spaced out and said the wrong thing? I mean, that's pretty standard. It's okay, I space out and say the wrong thing all the time. This is why I stream. I'd swear it was in the middle here, but... It's like in one of the random little dips in the ground. Like, see, there's the area that I have smooth. So I know I'm in the right place. We have a smooth diorite wall. So it's got to be over top of this. It's like I kept on thinking it would be down in there, but it's not. I mean, I don't really need to look. I could just leave. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Progress has been made.
You found the entrance.
I did. Thanks for the $2.50. Cheers, man. $2.50. How you doing, Aqua? Well, tavern's over here. Still covered in boulders. It's kind of quiet. Where is everybody? There's some turkeys. The turkey hen roots around the diorite cavern floor. I feel like a bunch of people just had meetings. Peeking around, there's the seed stockpile. And this was the area that never got finished. This was such a cool fort that we made the other day. Still haven't seen a single dwarf, though. Because I can't see it anymore. I know it's still there. It's out of my line of sight. Could they have abandoned? Maybe. That or they're all, like, in one room upstairs. The passive DFAI is a curious one. Can I pull that lever? That be E? No. Strap the copper string to the upper body. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't need that. What's the action button? It's you? You. Ah. Pull it! you pull the lever. See if it actually closed the gate. Huh, it did. Look at that. I'm mostly teaching myself how to play the game in adventure mode because I'm not used to. Maybe they've dug deeply and greedily. Well, we shall find out. This is the farming area. This is the fortress that we did on Saturday, for anybody who's wondering. No, them plump helmets. You have discovered a volcano. Well, that's a volcano down there. I have a very important question, chat. How do I pet my dog? I don't actually know what the hotkey is to do that. If anybody wants a description of the goblin that we are, go to the Dayfort stock. There is now an adventurer list. X for natural abilities? Right, yes, this is where all the crafting stuff is. I have played adventure mode before, I'm just not good. I want to know if I can I'll bet you I can fire that. Yeah, this is the trap pit. Oh no, did I lock my door out? The doggy out? Come on. No, I'm a goblin. I don't think I could select one of the dwarves in this fortress, but what I could do is settle with this goblin here and then rejoin this. I could retire this goblin in this spot. And then if I re-embarked onto this spot, this goblin would be living here. So you could take like 30 adventurers, take them to a fortress that's struggling, and then repopulate it that way. But since there's like no one here, I'm going to take a large zircon. How do I put those in my backpack? Inventory. I have a bunch of gold coins, copper coins, and silver coins. Would you look at that? You have no free grasp. They're in my hands. How do I put them in my backpack? I'm using my own fort as like a tutorial zone. Drop an item, eat or drink something. I could lick the gems. Throw an object, wear an item, create a corpse, status, center screen on yourself. That's useful. Capital C. Date and time, temperature. Actually, what's the temperature? It is cold. I was kind of hoping it'd be more accurate than that. Where they did exactly that. I mean, I'll be honest. I've been tempted to do that with Long Death, but I haven't. There's one other place where the dwarves could be here. Oh, shit. Hello. It's Militia Commander, Cyrillak. There is another dwarf here. Companions. How do I speak? I actually found that right as you guys typed that in, IDZ. Start a converse. Apparently, I have an ongoing conversation. It says, my name is Cyrillak, Keyboat. He's neutral attitude, agitated and impatient. Reply to greeting. How can people I reply to the greeting and it says, "Hello, I am Zon Workfaith. Hopefully your friends can dissuade you from this foolishness." How can people be so glum? And specific incident or rumor. Ask how the listener is feeling. There is so much to be done, they say. Where is everybody else? Claim this site for yourself. I kind of just want to. Five new subs? You know you can manually cancel them, right? I do that actually kind of often. You can also disable being gifted subs to channels you don't follow. Try to call the listener. Tell a joke. Fine. Did you hear the Forgotten Beast and the Forgotten Beasts? And then Cyrlax says, "Ha ha ha, you're funny." Accuse the listener of being a night creature. Always fun. Brag about your violent acts. Let's ask for directions. The whereabouts of the Hydra MS Juice Drivers. There's a dragon? Can you tell me where I can find the dragon Ibet Brandworm, the glowing? I don't know myself, and I don't even know anybody that could tell you. Well, I mean, at least he's honest. Let's ask for directions again. I'm looking for Mountain Lusterious. Wish I could. Imagine if I could search this screen. I mean, he's now animated. He's no longer irritated. Can you filter? Ooh. Well, it doesn't know because it's not even listed. Should ask the listener to join me, but then I'd have to feed him. Ongoing conversation. Say goodbye. See if there's anybody else in here. I guess the one other place I could go is I could go up. These are all the bedrooms. Oh, look, there's somebody. Hey, Freskins. I found you. Yeah, everybody's just in bed. We must have just come in at night. Okay, why is your cabinet like at the front of your bedroom? Baby Lunches? Baby Lunches is indeed a good name. Well, I should ask somebody about some rumors. Let's find somebody who's not asleep who I could babble at. And Chief Medical Dwarf Vim. Greet the listener. Says, hello, good to see you. Hopefully your friends can dissuade you from this foolishness. I don't know what foolishness you're talking about, but... Bring up a specific incident or rumor. Yeah, that's also an option. But, like, we're in the morning. So, I mean, everybody's just waking up. It's a person called Vim because Vim was named for that person on Saturday. So that's why there's a bunch of people in game named after people in chat, because this is a fortress filled with people that I built on Saturday. So it's pretty logical as to why there's people in game named Vim. He already gets rather randy. He's feeling randy today. Or so I'm told. I don't know what rumor to ask him about. I always, although we are pretty good dancers, so I could just go dance in the tavern, which is generally what I have the most fun doing. Spread the rumor of Idor driven raw, the Born's bucks present the controller's esteem. I don't know what any of this means. I'm just gonna back up. Who said I want a quest? I almost never want to quest in adventure mode. Especially because, like, I just kind of like exploring. So that's probably all I'll do. I don't really have any desire to quest. I'd like to, know every hotkey and know the mechanics well before I actually try and do stuff. Could I be wielding my weapon? It is definitely not. Actually, no, I'm wielding two gems that I picked up off of the floor from the basement. So I'm definitely walking around with gems that I'm stealing. All the way in the southwest of the map. Dual wielding gems. Yeah, I can't figure out how to put them in my backpack. I'd like to. But I don't know how to put it into my backpack. There we go. Thank you. I did actually ask how to do that earlier, but no one responded and I was too lazy to look it up. All right, now I'm no longer wielding a weapon. Yeah, I know that running around with a weapon is generally not the best way to make friends. Running around with a weapon is a pretty bad way of making friends, in fact. Although it depends on the kind of friends you're trying to make, I guess. No, if anything, I'd like to try and figure out why this faction's in civil war, but I don't know how I would go about doing that. Let's see if we can stay the night here. Hey, it's Tele. Great listener. Greetings. 'Tis good to see you. Hopefully your friends can dissuade you from this foolishness. I don't know why they keep saying that. Ask about the local ruler. The sacrificial flag rules Heat Falls. I don't know anything else about them. Ask you to join an insurrection. I love how, like, adventure mode text always goes from, like, 0 to 1,000 really fucking quick. Oh, you definitely can, but I find the wiki easier. I mean, what's easier, me doing this constantly or just having this up in the background? Ask how strong this group's hold over the land is. They do not feel challenged at all. Isn't that what they usually say? Change the subject. Kind of just want to see if I can claim this area for myself. Am I overthrowing one of my own forts? I am not overthrowing everything, but I am stealing gems from my own fort. I'm definitely stealing gems from one of my own forts. I'm going to comment on the weather. At least it doesn't rain down here. Try to calm the listener. Make a flattering remark. Accuse the listener of being a night creature. Should just go accuse somebody of being a night creature, you know? Just... Demand that the listener yield. That wasn't what I was looking for. Ask about somebody. So why did you have to open up Dwarf Vision to actually find that dwarf, Vim? Or Legends Viewer, not Dwarf Vision. Why am I saying the wrong thing? There's a lot of dragons in this world. Shit. Yeah, I can't ask about the dwarf that left. You are a pleasure to speak with. Well, that's nice. I asked about myself and I got a compliment. I asked them about the settlement. Do you engage in trade? Because, like, the mountain home never traded with us. And they say, ask when I've returned home. That's interesting. That is interesting. I have a feeling if I go anywhere else in this world, I will die. I'm pretty certain of that. Just because... It's good to see you. Oh, we're back. But yeah, no, I very much have a feeling that we're going to die if I leave. Want beer and you're drunk? Just makes getting drunk cheaper. It's a little bit annoying that I can't ask about the things that I would like to ask about. And if I ask about somebody and search for Rusty, they don't know that they exist. Let's ask about Dark Skynet. I don't know them. Well, that's helpful. Well, drinking contest generally isn't a contest that you want to win. As somebody who has drank quite a bit in the past, you don't really want to win that fight. If you do, that says something about you. See, this is kind of my problem with streaming adventure mode, is I feel like this is just boring as shit. Nobody wins a drinking contest? Not true. No wonder you're getting impatient. I wonder if I can type in... I read that as the rusty crab, and I was like, man, that's way too close to the crusty crab. Let's ask for directions to Lidlash. I don't know myself. I don't even know anybody that could tell you. Well, you're not very helpful. You saw a rock called the Hairy Cow? Well, you can go look it up in Legends. Just download the world. The world saves public. ! Dayforts. Cannot travel until you leave the site. Goodbye, friendly fortress. I need to go somewhere where people are a little bit more useful. It was nice to visit here, and we definitely stole some gems. The patterned field. Feels like we're pretty late in the day. I kind of go around those mountains. You missed them already? Well, I mean, the volcano's still there. Not entirely certain what this is. Straps Mansion. It's a hillocks. Oops, that's the wrong button. I would like to look. It's an obsidian statue of Dubar Blockaded World. Blockade World, that's what I'm looking at. It's an obsidian statue of Dubar Blockade World. On the item is an image of Dubar Blockade World. And tourist Gurlish, the deity of the labor and crafts and creation, rebirth, and death, depicted as a male dwarf in obsidian. Dubar Blockade World is embracing tourist, and the artwork relates to the belief of the dwarf Dubar Blockade World in tourist in Gurlash in the year 230. That's beautiful. I'm hearing voices. Oh, hello. That's a mosh pit and a half. Clear voice dwarf farmer, dwarf gem cutter. All right. Well, hello. Is there a particular reason why you're panicking there? The widely spaced teeth dwarf monk. My name is Zon. Workfaith. Well, no wonder you're a monk. Your name is Workfaith. I mean, it's a very fitting name for monk. Yes, this is correct. So we went for a walk to a local hillocks. Let's get a little closer. Ask the listener why they're traveling. I'm just out for a stroll. You're also like, ask the listener how they're feeling. I'm good. Well, that's good to know. Inquire about any troubles. Well, let's see. We've got the missing treasure. Go on. The dwarf monk Deller says, Id Crafts Riddle wants to considerate pleat wants the considerate pleat the bismuth bronze crossbow returned to Hope Handles. Last I heard, it was held by Manom Revered Flags. Well, that's fine and dandy. I have no interest in helping you. For a nice dance before going to Long Death? Well, I mean, assuming you're enjoying this nice little bit of adventure mode, then we're good. I mean, I try and dissuade everybody from foolishness. Change the subject. State your values. Let's comment on the weather. It's freezing cold. And say goodbye. Goodbye. It's just like, hey, we have this treasure that needs to be rescued. Someone needs to go get that. And then I'm like, well, it's mighty cold. Goodbye, guys. See, chat, this is why I tell people when they don't believe me that circles are very dwarfy. Look at this. Look at this. It's circle. Dwarfs live here. They make circle. I realize I am goblin, but dwarfs live here and they make circle. I'm going to begin a performance. And I could give a sermon. I'm going to give a sermon. Concerning a deity, object of worship. A sermon concerning a cosmic principle. Chat, what should we give a sermon on? What do you think would be best for this little traveling goblin? I mean, yes, I could give a sermon on dance. You are not mistaken. I was expecting you guys to go with like chaos or birth or something. Dance, song, and rivalry. How about youth or writing? Teaching, speech, peace, mercy. Dance it is. If you move, your performance will be interrupted. Well, I need to wait turns. Which is what I'm doing, Ben. Yeah. All right. Looks like our thing is done. I'm going to dance. The Mellow Brittle. The Mellow Brittle is an example of the sheen of festivals. It has no particular subject. The choreography is masterful. Let's try it. Oh boy. It's another one of those, I'm stuck. There's so many people talking right here. There we go. And I wait. And I wait. Then I wait. Then I wait. Still sitting on the X. Okay, I'm going to try and do this farther away from them this time. Begin performance. Dance. Let's try this again. Yeah. There we go. They're dancing with me. Look at that. Now I can actually see what's going on. Free to act. Continue. I always forget that, like, sometimes they actually tell you to move to specific tiles, and it's bad to, like, dance right next to a crowd of people. Sometimes you just gotta hang out in a hillocks and dance, you know? We gave a sermon. Here's the thing, like, let's not do competition between RimWorld and DF. The games are so different, it's like not even worth it. Literally does nothing but annoy both parties at this point. They're both great games for different reasons. Oopsies. Wrong button. And looks like the dance is done. We shall speak with one of our dancing partners. How about you? The frail dwarf fish dissector. Great listener. The dwarf says, hello. I'm Zerfon Classbanks. Are you still dancing? Are you still dancing? I don't know. Are you? Let's ask how the listener's feeling. Mellow Brittle was performed. It is interesting. Give a sermon on thievery? I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely didn't steal gems from my own fortress. Should accuse them of being a were creature. I'm going to tell them a joke. You and the dwarves say, and the sun vomited on the spot. And the dwarf says, don't waste my time. Oh no, you didn't like my joke? What if I tell you another joke? I could make a flattering remark. That leather robe really makes the outfit. Spare me the compliments. Okay, fine. Fuck you too. It was a bad joke, yeah. Doesn't like jokes about dwarves vomiting. Now ask about the listener's family. Make it personal. The head of the family is Zephon Claspex. The dwarf says, I am the head of my family. Okay. Say goodbye. Pop out. I'm going to head over this way. We're going to head to the next area. Explore a little more, I think. The cold, dead north. That's light chests. The patterned fields. Actually, hold on. I'm just going to run back up here real quick. So I want to grab a screenshot of this. I also didn't grab any screenshots of us dancing, so that's a pity. No, I did not leave my doggy behind. They automatically follow when you fast travel. Like, it'll be here when I spawn back in. Or it should. Civic Mound. Civic Mound sounds like something not good. Surprised I haven't been ambushed yet. This area is pretty evil. Let's see if we can stay the night here. Are those horsies? Yeah, see? There's my... Both me doggy and me duckling. It's a frail horse. Now, how do I obtain horse? What the heck does cust mean? Oh, I see. I can give it a nickname. Description. A large, hoofed, maned herbivore. I never really thought of horses as maned, but I guess they are. Is it X? Natural ability, maybe? Ah, well, I mean, I can pet animal. Although it's not letting me, Adjacent creature. You pet the stray frail horse. There we go. Although that doesn't make it my friend, I don't think. I could spit on it. Totally different. Yeah, I don't know how to, horses aren't dogs. I mean, here's the thing I can do. Natural ability. Pet animal. You pet Obok. Very important. Hope you guys are enjoying this adventure mode. I feel like the way I play adventure mode is a little uninteresting compared to more advanced adventure mode players. A gold statue. A gold statue. It's a gold statue of Unib Notchtrims, the dwarf and dwarves in gold. Unib Notchdrims is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the election of the dwarf Unib Notchdrims to the position of the sacred bunny of the Lacey sect. I don't know what any of that means, but a gold statue, eh? The sacred bunny of the Lacey sect. Well, some things you only get in Dwarf Fortress, chat. The sacred bunny. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, I just... Yes, the new sacred bunny. Not the old sacred bunny, the new sacred bunny. No, hey, a dwarf. Hello, you. It's a high-voiced dwarf monk. Greet the listener. I'm Kogan Earthshields. This servant metal of the metals greets you. Servant of metals, eh? Ask the listener why they are traveling. I'm just out for a stroll. Okay. Ask about the local ruler. The delightful anvil rules paper judges. I don't know anything about them. Dwarves aren't very interested in their local politics. Chat, can I get some investments? Because investments are open. How strong is the group's hold over these lands? Let's ask about the positions. Let's ask about their stake in this state. I haven't heard anything about that. Change the subject. Ask about the site's neighbors, or ask me when I've returned home. Man, they're not very good at helping me with this sort of stuff. Okay, fine. Well then, you know what? I will just say goodbye, because you appear to be walking away from me very rapidly. Kind of surprised I haven't needed to sleep yet, actually. Let's jump back up. Travel again. Although it is starting to get kind of dark. Rude monk? I mean, they're all kind of rude. Let's be honest. Let's see if I can find somewhere cozy to sleep. There's a weasel or a wombat or something. Sleep. Thought I hit sleep. Did I not? Oh, enter confirms. There we go. Boom. Ugh. What a good night's sleep. In the snow. We are cold. And we're on the ground. How do I stand up? Hold on. Let me find that hotkey. Sit up, lie down. Drop an item, pick up an item, fire a projectile, inventory, look around, talk to somebody. Throw an item, stand or lie down. S. There we go. You're now standing. Damn, some of you guys got wins. I need to get out of here. The snow's grating. We're just kind of traveling. Headed a little further south. Although, we're going to get into necromancer territory if I'm not careful, so. Sure, let me take a peek. Oh, it's destroyed. Huh. I mean, we could maybe cross these mountains and try and get to it. Can't be too far from here. Think I can cross mountains? No, I can't cross these mountains. Uh-oh, there's a group of something there. I'm gonna back away from that. Wonder what that thing is that's crossing the mountains real fucking fast. That's actually a little scary. Cannot travel through the monastery. All right. Can't go up the mountain, too steep. Wonder why I can't travel through the monastery. I'm doing all right, Splooge. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed that, you should also listen to the one that I did with Hugh Millward of Warsim. Ooh, there's definitely night activity here. Not too sure what it is, but it's something. It's a big fucking mountain range, yo. Although I'm kind of lost at this point. A little bit more edited than the one I did with Tarn. But I'm currently working on a very big and long interview, which is probably going to end up reading or watching like Jupiter Hell the movie. Did I not just sleep? I thought I did. Guess I didn't. I mean, yeah, but like, I'm aware of where I am more or less. It's just, I always forget how much bigger things appear when, you know, you're traveling. Gotta be wary of that little speck there. There's a lot of army activity. Finally, we've made it around this. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what this whole mode looks like on the Steam version. Very excited to see what this whole mode looks like. Man, I was kind of hoping I could get across that. I feel like most of those most of that town over there are not friendly. You feel uneasy. Something is coming. Not sure what it is, but I don't like it. My dog and my duckling. Yeah, this is the point where we're going to have to be kind of careful. Because there's necromancer activity everywhere. So we need to get to the other side of this mountain range. Let's wait for the... You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna head this way. Watch me run into something bad. Let's just look for somewhere safe to sleep. own teacher. Let's just sleep here for the night. There's a lot of voices here. I wonder where all those voices were coming from. There was a human there, briefly. Kind of just looking for somewhere to retire this person at this point. Hello. That's a big old crowd of people. High eyebrows human monk. Got a silver carving knife. It's quite the crowd of them. Let's follow him. See where he goes. Ba-da-da-da. My dog appears to have tripped him. It's quite the crowd of people. When you're going off of just noise, they always seem a lot bigger. But they're actually not that big of a crowd of people. Oh, would you look at that? There's a statue. I want to know what that statue is of. A rose gold statue of Ohm Trixbirths. It's a rose gold statue of Ohm Trixbirths. The human in rose gold. Ohm Trixbirths is making a plaintive gesture. The artwork relates to the moment when War, bolted flew, cursed the human. Ohm Trixbirths to become the form of a tortoise-like monster every full moon. In Twistax, in the early summer of 186. Must have been a legendary event. They made a rose gold statue out of it. Such a valuable material. To indicate something so horrible. Oh, horses. We're in the center of the human town now. Instead of just on the outskirts where all the monks hang out. I think this might be where we stay. What do you think, chat? Switch over to some Long Death? Let's just ask if we can stay here. Must be late at night. Great listener. Hello, Goblin. I am Ijam Hair Smoothness. How do I ask if I could stay the night? I mean, I am a goblin, so I wouldn't say that that's rude. They're patient with us. Brag about your violent acts. Ask for permission to stay for a day. There we go. It would be terrible to let somebody fend for themselves after sunset. Nice little chill adventure, I think. We're going to retire at this location for a while. And that's a little bit of adventure mode. This is something that chat has more or less convinced me to start doing over the next little bit. We're going to, spend an hour or two in adventure mode a couple times a week. And eventually,